Hi, my name's Todd Sivia, and I'm the owner of Sivia Law. Today we're going to be talking about how to write a rental agreement. If you believe yourself to be ready to begin renting out your property to tenants, you will need to design a lease agreement that will protect you and your property. Coming to terms on what payments should be is a major part of a lease agreement. There's also a few other requirements that are required by law. The first part of the rental agreement should describe what payment terms you and your tenants have agreed upon. Some of the payment information you need to have include things like the amount of rent, the due date for rent, what late fees are for missing the rent, and when the lease will go into effect. Also, issues, for example, of getting refunds for your security deposit or return check fees, and who's handling utilities and amenities. Also, how you're going to accept payments, including PayPal, check, cash, and the sort. The next part goes into definitions and detail on the rules of the property. This is vital section because it describes how you can protect your property from being recklessly damaged by the tenants. Some things that you should have as part of the agreement is a definition of the property premises, the definition of damage versus normal wear and tear, the owner's right to enter and inspect the property, and how much notice they need to give the tenants. Specific details can be altered, and whether or not you're going to allow alterations, for example, hanging pictures, painting the walls. And just a reminder that tenants must inform you of any damage, and a reminder to not change the locks of the unit. This section should also be very well detailed. Leave no gray areas, because the tenants might take advantage of any vague details that could leave you paying a lot more on repairs. There also needs to be a discussion over lease termination, which outlines if and when a tenant can terminate the lease. This protects the landlords from having tenants and their leases ending their leases early. You also need to cover information in the tenant agreement because you never know what a tenant might attempt to do. The more detailed you are about the rules and guidelines of your property, the better. Some additional information you should think about to include in the lease agreement are: what about overnight guests? Are they allowed? Pets. How long can guests stay? What kind of parking is included? And what type of breed of dogs or cats that are allowed. Any kind of neighborhood or community rules, such as noise ordinances, anything that can be stored on site, and subletting of the apartment. To protect yourself as a landlord, you'll need to make sure your lease agreement follows federal, state, and local laws. For instance, you have to follow anti-discrimination laws, health and safety codes, occupancy laws, and disclosure requirements. You can also work with an attorney in order to ensure that the lease agreement is solid and does not leave you liable. Learning how to write a rental agreement is only the first step. Creating one and making sure it's 100% solid protects you and your property. If you feel these clauses seem daunting, you should think about working with an attorney who knows exactly what to include in a lease agreement. If you need help regarding your business or other legal matters, please reach out to us directly or schedule a call with one of our paralegals on our scheduling page. All of our information will be located in the description below. Look forward to talking to you.